This tutorial is called Reading Scales, and I'm referring to this type of scale here, and we need to identify the values along the scale. Alright, what are the values? So because the scale's been divided into sections, we're expecting to use some division, and our answers will be usually fractions, and in fact decimal fractions I'm going to be using. Right, we're about to do 4 questions, and they come from Stage 1 booklet, page 4. So open up to that so you can do your questions on that booklet. If you haven't got that, just above the player is a link you can open and print the couple of pages you need for this session. Okay, so press pause to the bottom left of this player and organise that if you need to, and press play when you return. Alright, so let's go on to question 1. Here it is. And you need to solve the value of A and B, okay, using any method you like really. And in a moment I'll take you through the solution. So to the bottom left, press pause, and when you've got your answer, press play. Okay, I'm going to show you a method now, which I use when I find this type of question a bit hard. So you don't have to use this method, but it's good to be aware of it. Okay, what I do is I work out the whole length of the scale, which is 3 meters. That big blue section is 3 meters. And then I work out how many pieces has it been divided into, the whole lot. In this case, it's 3 meters has been divided into 15. So it's 3 divided by 15. If I type that into my calculator, or I might know this in my head anyway, I get 0.2. So 3 divided by 15 equals 0.2. What that tells me is that this scale has been broken into sections which are fifths, or little pieces of 0.2. So I'm counting up each piece 0.2 each time. So from the very start it's 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, it's going up in 0.2s. So therefore for A, if I count up like that, I get 0.4 meters. And for B, I'll probably just start at 1 meter and count up another 0.2, so 1.2 meters. So there's question 1. Okay, question 2. Pause now, have a go at it, and press play when you want to check your answer. Okay, here's my method. If you use a different method, that's okay, as long as you're getting the right answer. Okay, so 2 meters this time has been divided into 5 equal parts. So 2 divided by 5 equals 0.4. So each little bit is 0.4. So counting up in 0.4s, so I've gone at 0, 0.4, 0.8. Right, and that's where A is, then 1.2, 1.6 meters for B. So 0.8 meters and 1.6 meters. Question 3. There it is. Press pause and press play when you're ready to check. Okay, so using my method, the length of this is 0.1 meters. So the jump from the start to the end is 0.1 meters, and it's been divided into 5 parts. So I just type in 0.1 divided by 5 equals, and I get 0.02. So every little jump is another 0.02. Now, because that's got 2 decimal places, 0.02, I think we use 2 decimal places on all the numbers on the scale. So instead of using 0.1 meters at the start, I'm going to use 0.10. So it's got 2 decimals. So 0.10, 0.12, and that's A. 0.14, 0.16, and that's B. Okay? So that's question 3. If you need to repeat a question, just grab the slider at the bottom of the player and drag it backwards to the left and listen to a question again. And hopefully you're on full screen too, incidentally. If you want to, it's probably a good idea. You can see it nice and clearly. Anyway, let's go to question 4. Okay, there it is. Have a go at it. This time it's an estimation. Okay, so just do your best to estimate what A and B are pointing to. Alright, so press pause and play when you're ready. Okay, there's the whole lot. It's 3 meters, but that method previously isn't really going to help. A bit different this time. I'm going to look at what's A in between. It's between 0 and 1, and I could make some more markings on this. there's halfway between 0 and 1, so that's 0.5. So I believe that A is just less than 0.5. I'm going to say it's 0.4 meters. I think it's definitely less than 0.5, so I would accept probably 0.3 maybe, but definitely 0.35 or above, up to 0.4, and anything in the 0.4, so even up to 0.49 would be fine, as long as it's a bit less than half. Okay, so that's A. Now let's look across at B. There's B. It's in between 1 and 2 meters. Put some extra markings on to just give me a bit closer guide. There's halfway between 1 and 2, so that's 1.5 has been marked. So I reckon it's about 1.7 meters. I'd also accept 1.8 and anything in the 1.7, so 1.75 or something like that. So A is 0.4 and B is 1.7 meters. Okay, so that's the end of the tutorial, and it's now time for you to try it out in activity number 3. Thank you.